What's up, guys? Matt here with MT Media. I'm here at one of my farms in Tennessee. It's Monday, March 29th, I believe. Opening weekend is this weekend here in Tennessee, so I'm using today to do some last-minute scouting and try to do everything. We just got a bird fired off, so we're gonna get back in here and see if we can get some footage. Well, that's exactly what you want on a scouting mission, I reckon. I was gonna come up here right at daybreak. There's still birds gobbling. I was gonna come up here right at daybreak just to see. I haven't been on this farm yet this year, and got birds fired off right there. I came up here to do some scouting. I can't even talk without getting interrupted by these turkeys. Came up here to do some scouting, build a blind for me and my man Levi. The landowner has been gracious enough to let me hunt up here again this year. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to hunt opening day with the schedule that we've got this spring, which is awesome, but this is just one of my this is probably my favorite farm I've ever turkey hunted in my whole life. It's just such a special place. I mean, it's right on top of this big hill that you have to, I mean, it's a hike, but it's right on top of this big hill. You get to overlook the whole town, and there's no deer. I mean, I think I've gotten like a handful of trail camera pictures of deer over a few years, but for some reason this place is just loaded with turkeys. And last year it was nothing but jakes. I got a picture of like 2 longbeards, I think, in early March, and by the time season rolled around there was nothing but jakes on this farm. So I was hoping that this year we'd have a pile of 2-year-olds, and the landowner had told me previously that he had seen about 9 longbeards, and sure enough, as I'm walking up here, I hear one fire off, and there's actually, I think it's 2 different groups of birds that usually are one end of the property and the other. But I had no idea that there was a group up here. When I got up here, I thought I'd just let them walk off. I'm sitting here doing an interview and one fired up, so they're still gobbling over there. I may try to see if I can get some really cool footage. I don't want to push my luck. I'm all camoed up, but I'm not going to call to them whatsoever. Obviously, don't have anything with me. Just sitting here watching with my eyes and listening with my ears and getting some first-hand intel for opening weekend. If they do what they did this morning and I have a couple avian X decoys out there, they'll be in trouble. Big storm came through a couple nights ago and blew down a bunch of stuff, and this is the only day I got to scout before opening weekend, so it really couldn't have worked out any better. This is just an awesome spot. I'm gonna finish up here. I got a perfect place for Levi to film. I've got a good place for me to get a good shot with a bow. It's really open. We can see this bottom, where sometimes if they reach down here, they'll pitch out to this bottom, work their way up, or they'll pitch down on the other side and work their way. They all, regardless, at some point in the morning, they all converge and meet right here on the top of the hill. Every single year, it never fails. So that's exactly what they did this morning. And there'll just be turkeys throughout the day, all on top of this hill. So I'm gonna finish up this blind, get out of here before we ruin everything, and give Levi a call, tell him the good news, and get ready to go Saturday morning. I'm fired up. It's going to be cold. We've got some cold temperatures coming through this week, but I think the birds will still be good to go. So y'all stay tuned. I'm excited to show y'all what happens.